So are you pretty savvy with Streamlabs, or was that
Nope.
Impact's all doing?
That's pretty much Impact, figuring stuff out.
Is Impact in chat right now?
He was. I'm not sure if he's still here, but he was here. Impact, are you there? I think he was. I think he was trying to do. Yeah, he's here. I think.
Hi, Impact.
I think he's trying to figure stuff out with the bot, and like he was trying to change the stream title and everything. All right, and we're off. We're on the highway, and we are going to Kansas City.
35 south.
I-35 south. When I started this trip, I avoided interstates like completely. But I've kind of learned that if I want to have a live stream with that actually is semi-stable, I'd probably kind of have to stick to the interstates. Won't let us. Bot is stubborn. Damn, give this guy affiliate bot. Hitch Live is nearly 5 a.m. here. Yeah, that makes sense in Australia. What are you, 15 hours ahead from here? From Central Time to Eastern Australia.
Good night, mate.
Time for you to go. Really love this stream. I didn't really see much places. Your personality Twitch chat experience has been amazing. Hope you have a safe trip. I'll be back another time, 100%. Peace, everyone. See ya. Your name is hard to pronounce. OS region is weak at lol. I'm stad. Thanks for checking the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'll see you back. Yeah, we might go with OS, the first 3 letters. Our bot's acting up. Classic. Nothing works 100% correctly with this stream.
Bad bot.
Bad. Bad. So Culver's, that's like your one meal of the day?
Yeah.
Or you're gonna have a small thing later?
Honestly, I don't like this whole week. Like I don't get hungry anymore.
Oh yeah.
No hunger pains.
It's really good.
No cravings or anything. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can take it or leave it.
Nice. You guys have stared at my face long enough. Let's give you like a driving view a little bit for a while, rather than staring at faces that you always stare at. Welcome to Iowa.
Do you want me to put on some local music?
You can put on some tunes just for a little background.
And commercials.
Yeah, I hear your pizza's tasty. Oh, here we go. Valgrog, too bad I'll be gone next time you get to but the time you arrive at the next city. There we go. I figured out my words. Took me a second there. Yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna do in Kansas City or what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out when we get there. It is nice to look at the scenery at the front windows. You guys cruise down the highway. Yeah, because like the scenery does change. Even if it's like kind of flat, you get to see stuff driving by. If it's just staring at our faces, there's not much changing. You're just looking at our faces. So yeah, I think for the most part, when we're driving long distances, we'll do the outside view. Almost here to Minnesota. We won't be going to Minnesota right now. We'll be going there a little later on the trip. This land of straight, flat, boring roads. Hey, we just kind of went up a hill and it kind of curved a little bit. It was pretty thrilling. Looking for game, ladies? Makes you want to go for a road trip? You should go on a road trip then. Out of Winnipeg, where would you go? You gotta go pretty far to get anywhere. 8 hours to Thunder Bay, 8 hours to Regina.
Have you been to Thunder Bay?
You have to go through Thunder Bay if you're going through across Canada. There's like, I don't think you. Yeah, like I think that's the only road that like goes east-west in that area.
Okay.
I haven't really spent time there.
Yeah.
But
I went there once. That was my first trip to Canada.
What did you think of Thunder Bay? You went to Thunder Bay of all places.
And it was I was expecting like I don't know. I think I saw there was some show on like the '90s called Thunder Bay or something about like these people that had a whale or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't remember. But I was like, oh, this is going to be like a really nice, exciting place. And it was just I was only there for like 2 days, but like I was just like bored to death the whole time I was in the hotel.
Yeah, it's not an exciting place. So
it seemed like it was kind of a depressed area too. Like a lot of people just kind of hanging out on the street drinking. Yeah.
I don't even remember what their industry is, but I don't think it's that bumping of a place right now.
Yeah. But that was just one experience. I probably went at a bad time.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And of course, now, you know, the other city that I went to was Vancouver, so the juxtaposition is
between that and Vancouver. Yeah, the big difference there. Yeah.
Yeah, like Vancouver's like one of my favorite cities.
Yeah,
around the world.
It's a beautiful city. Yeah. Wait, Balgrog is in Vancouver, I think. One of the viewers right now. Minnesota guy. Yeah, we're going to Kansas City right now. We're going south and like zigzagging through some states, going south to Texas, then east to the East Coast, then up the eastern seaboard, then along the northern states. And that would be when I go through Minnesota. That'll be a little ways, a little bit from now.
Hitchhiked through Japan too, right?
Yep.
Besides Japan, what countries have you been to where they drive the opposite side?
Just the UK.
Just the UK?
Yeah. Or in Ireland. UK and Ireland. I think that's it. Oh, Australia.
Oh, Australia, that's
yeah.
right. So it's like basically like the other than Japan, it's like the former Commonwealth or the Commonwealth.
Except Canada is a Commonwealth country.
Right, yeah.
But Canada follows the U.S. more closely than it does the UK. Like, yeah. That'd be so strange if between Canada and the U.S. you'd swap sides on the road.
Like right
at the border, it's just like, all right, switch over.
Crisscross.
Yeah. I think I have seen somewhere like there's a junction between two countries where they switch from right side to left side, and yeah, it is like that. It's like some weird junction where it like automatically swaps you over to the left side, or left side to right side, vice versa. Blue on black.
I was at this weird intersection in Park City, Utah.
Yep.
Where they actually drive on the opposite side of the road there for it's a small amount of time. You know, it's only like so many feet. It's not like a mile or anything.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, like you drive on the opposite side, so counterintuitive.
Yeah, it feels very strange.
Set the intersection up like that as some sort of like test case or something.
Oh, okay. Like to test if they want to.
Yeah, to see if it was like safer. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like 90% of the time. So.
Yeah, me too, pretty much. Just ramble.
Ooh, coyote. I have not seen a coyote on the side of the road. That's here in Iowa, anyway.
Yeah.
When I was stationed out at Camp Pendleton, it's just they're awash with coyotes. And we were leaving base one day, and there was a dead coyote on the side of the road. But someone thought it would be funny to stick a cigar in its mouth, so it had this. And then years later on the internet, I saw that picture of it was like a deer or something on the side of the road, and someone tied a get well soon balloon to the thing. Kind of reminded me of that. I guess when we get down to KC, we're just gonna kind of wing it there. Or?
Yeah, we'll just wing it. Actually, I should probably look at kind of. Yeah. I'm gonna hitchhike out of Kansas City, which area I want to be in. 'Cause I think. I'd be going east to St. Louis.
Oh, you're going to St. Louis?
I think yeah.
Because that would take you down, if you go to St. Louis and then south from there, that would take you down to like Mississippi, Louisiana.
Yeah, because I wanted to
jog back to Texas.
I'll be jogging back at, like, I'm kind of weaving through,
Okay,
so right now, and then, because once I get to the eastern seaboard, I kind of just want to go straight up the eastern seaboard and not go inland and back. So right now I'm trying to hit the central states and then up the east coast, just do the coast. So I was thinking St. Louis, because then I can continue kind of eastish and get like Kentucky, Tennessee out of the way, and then cut back southeast through like Arkansas to Texas. Oh wait, but no, I have to go. I still have to hit Kansas and Oklahoma. What was the route I was gonna do? I'm gonna have to go straight east from Tennessee through Arkansas, Oklahoma, then south. Yeah, we're gonna be zigzagging around all over the place. That's fun. It's not even that flat here. It's like low rolling hills. And there's actual trees. I like this area. I found you.
When you get to St. Louis, like they were talking about the arch, it's this big, it's like the size of a skyscraper, but it is what it is, a big giant metal arch.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to commemorate like Manifest Destiny, like the expansion of the West, and so
yeah.
But they have this weird elevator system in it because it's an arch. It's not like you can go straight up. It's an arch.
Yeah.
So you get in this. It's like an egg, and it goes like this. It walks up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Yeah. And it's like very. If you're claustrophobic, like that's definitely not. You do not want to get in an elevator. But when you get up to the top of the arch, they have like a viewing platform up there that you can stare out the both sides of the river.
Yeah. Well.
And it kind of sways, and I guess if you have motion sickness, that'll probably not be good either. So.
Yeah.
But they do charge. Like I went back there, and what was that? That was like 2000. And it was like at that time it cost $17 to do that. So I don't even know what it would be. It was probably like 20 something. I'm sure
kind of pricey.
Will fill you in.
Well, we can check it out when I get there. Or depends on the rides, depends on a few things, but I think I'm gonna have to, when we're leaving places like Kansas City and St. Louis, like larger cities, I'm gonna have to start making more specific signs than just east.
Oh yeah, east
south.
to west to.
Or like
south.
pretty much just put the next city on there.
Right.
So people are going through that city or to that city.
With Kansas City, I think you'll be fine just putting St. Louis like.
Yeah, I think. How far would it go? Like 4 hours or something?
So it's about a 7-hour trip.
7 hours.
From
Okay.
Des Moines. Most people do not go to Kansas City to St. Louis because there's a faster way.
Yeah.
But if you go down to Kansas City, it's 3 hours, and then 4 hours.
Okay.
So about 4 hours. About halfway in the middle is Columbia, and that's where like Mizzou is, the University of Missouri.
Oh, okay.
So if you can at least make it to Missouri, like from Missouri to St. Louis would also be, you'll be able to get. I'm sure you'll be able to get a ride out of Columbia too. So and there will be a lot of people going to Columbia from Kansas City as well as St. Louis. So.
Imagine Trevor creates a whole network of Twitch drivers so he doesn't have to hitch as hard.
That's the dream, right?
There's the dream. But no, I still like the randomness of like just standing on the side of the road and seeing what type of person pulls over. So I might develop a network of people all over the country and all over the world that are offering me rides and stuff, but still the majority of my rides I want to be just thumb out on the side of the road and see what happens. So that's one of the big charms of hitchhiking is I don't know what's going to happen. Hey, Kane Rohan. Or Rowan. Okay, I'll try and do that. Impact. 1 sec. $13 for Arch? Oh, that's not even bad.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. I don't know, I thought it was like 17 bucks.
Sorry, just doing some logistics things with Impact right now, so. My face. Back to the road. Seen the car with a viewer or someone random? This is a viewer. This is foopalord from chat. Stream sniper.
Stream sniper.
Yeah. How long ago was your last shower? This morning, about 4 hours ago.
And 2 solid showers in a row.
Yeah, I showered 2 days in a row. Are you guys proud of me?
What's been the longest place that you've stayed at so far?
On this trip?
Yeah.
I've stayed in Lincoln City, Oregon for 2 nights. I've stayed in Anaheim for 2 nights, and I stayed in Des Moines for 2 nights. So this is tied for the most.
Lincoln City's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. I stayed there partly because it was pouring rain and because there's some stuff up with my stream.
Yeah.
I was also I camped there the first night and I moteled the second night, and that was I showed you the picture of the puddle in my tent.
I did not.
Oh no, I didn't show you that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a puddle in my tent. Which is so much fun. I love it when there's a puddle in my tent.
Did you go to the Tillamook cheese factory at all when you were there?
No, but people were telling me I should.
Oh man, that place, that's like, we went there on a school trip when I was like in grade school, and
yeah.
I mean, if you love cheese, it's just, I was in heaven.
Well, that's like where have you seen Bubba Ben in chat, the driver from Oregon? That
Yes,
comes
yeah.
in. I'm like, yeah, it's Bubba. Yeah, he's right in the area.
Also, they have like a really cool, it's like hangars from like World War II. They had like blimps.
Oh, really?
Big Zeppelins.
I didn't know
these
that.
hangars are massive. I have never seen. I mean, I told you like the city that I'm from, like they constructed the space shuttle there, and those were massive hangars, and these were like a little bit bigger than those. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't get over this.
Tillamook cheese, the best?
Yes.
Would Wisco Mike have something to say about that?
He probably definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisco Mike's from Wisconsin, so Wisconsin is apparently big on their cheese. So might have to fight that one out.
There's this one Tillamook cheese. I think it's like not a pepper jack, but like actual like they have like black pepper in it. Oh man, that is just. That's my, like, that's just, I'd probably eat a whole block and I, couldn't have a bowel movement for a month. So. that was TMI, sorry.
But yes, looking for game lanes. It is a beautiful day for a drive. Did you ever have to get override because it was too smelly, whether it be you or the driver? No, that hasn't happened yet. I'm pretty good at dealing with, smells and stuff like that. So I've had some people that are on the right side of things, but that hasn't gotten me out of the ride. And no one's ever asked me to leave a car for any reason, let alone my smell, my stank. Maybe one day. Another hitchhiking goal: get so smelly that someone kicks me out of their car.
Well, when you get down south, hot and humid as it will be.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a few times where I'm gonna be pretty ripe.
Hoping we can make it to the Missouri side of the line to get gas, because I think it's a little bit cheaper down there.
Is it?
I think it's like 10 cents cheaper.
Yeah.
Got a quarter of a Sam. Yeah, we're only 43 miles from Missouri.
Oh yeah, no problem. We got another like 150 kilometers. Sorry, kilometers.
Yeah, however that converts.
Yeah. For the quarter tank. How many miles do you get on a tank usually?
Right now it's averaging 38.3.
And how many gallons
It's
are?
12 gallons.
Okay. So, would that be like 450, 500 miles?
I think the best mileage, and it never makes any sense to me, but every time I've gone through Colorado, like the best mileage I get is going through the Rockies.
Really?
Yeah, it's counterintuitive. I don't know how the science works to that, but I always get that, like I usually get about 40, with this car and my other Hyundai that I had, I get about 41, 42 miles per gallon.
Oh yeah. And right now you're at 38. Interesting.
Yeah, so on the flat roads I'll get, about 38, but going through mountainous regions.
Somehow get 40.
I don't know. I'm sure someone smarter than me could explain it.
We're in a Hyundai PMK. Might turn it down one notch, the AC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a cable in the way. See any cows? Put the camera on them. Alright, if I see any cows, or any wildlife in general, I'll try to show you that cow in glorious 360p. The most standard of definitions. Like our bot's broken.
Again?
No, I don't think it ever got unbroken since it broke earlier.
To show you any alerts, like
Well, no, it's just people are trying to update the title through like mod commands, and it's just like failed to update the title. Barbecue. Oh, I forgot we're getting into barbecue country.
Yeah, this is barbecue country here, man.
Oh, wow.
DC St. Louis. I think they have 2 different styles of barbecue.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Memphis. I think they're famous for their dry rub. And then Texas, they're just like brisket.
Okay.
Sausage.
Oh, man. We're going to be transitioning from a burger stream to a barbecue stream. Here we go, as we go south, more barbecue, less burgers. Yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for places I should try as I go, somewhere that has really good barbecue. I do enjoy some barbecue. So.
And if you're not a barbecue enthusiast, you probably have never heard of burn-ins, and if you see that on your menu, you'd be like, oh, no, thank you. Like burn-ins, like if you like brisket, it's like the best part of the brisket. Like it's the like the cook's choice cut.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's not burnt.
Yeah.
A chance to get to a barbecue spot, I highly recommend burn-ins. If you're into brisket, it is.
Yeah.
I prefer brisket over ribs, but that's just me.
Okay.
I mean, I like ribs, but if I had my druthers, it's brisket.
Yeah. So it's burnt ends?
Yeah, they call it burnt ends. Yeah.
Burnt ends, okay. Nightbot back just to change tile, but I'm best bot, so I don't want him around here. He's stinky. Yeah, we don't like stinky things around here. How's your flow?
Terrible. I can barely speak it as it is.
Yeah, me too. The only thing I can say quickly is the 25 countries I've hitchhiked in.
Yeah.
The only thing I can do.
You're getting pretty good at that now.
Oh yeah, you have to do it a lot, so.
Or like when you're repeating the illegal states to hitchhike in.
Yeah, we're getting that kind of thing down pat, but still, struggle with that English language. She's a tough one. Should be up with Steven FRA in Kansas City. He's a bounty hunter that streams.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy. Have you seen him at all? Or?
I haven't watched his streams, no, but I've heard of. I heard there's bounty hunter or two on Twitch. Yeah. Be interesting. We could go do a bounty hunting stream.
Yeah. I think he did a stream with Kid Boga, didn't he? Or, well, you would know, but
no, I wouldn't
some
know.
of the viewers might know. I
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of his stuff. It's cool what he does. I like it.
Yeah.
Interesting concept.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And very different from what most people are doing. And he's like become quite popular with that.
Oh,
with
yeah,
that
yeah.
whole idea.
There was a stream that he did last week where he was Edna.
Yeah.
And he had talked to Jason, and the guy got frustrated and hung up on him, I think.
Yeah.
So he called back, and then he asked for Jason, and completely different guy. It was totally obvious. And he goes, "Oh yeah, no, I'm Jason." And he was like, "Okay." So he kept going on, and then I can't remember if there was a third guy. Like he ended up disconnecting. Like they were like he was calling back to make payment or whatever.
Yeah.
But by the time it was either the second or the third guy, he was like, "Jason," and again it was obvious that it was a completely different person pretending to be Jason. And he goes, "Jason, is this even your final form?" Oh my God, that had me cracking up. Is this even your final form?
So he must be based out of Kansas City then as well.
I don't know where
If
he
he
is.
collabed with the
you know what?
Bounty
Yeah, I
Hunter?
guess. Yeah, I mean, because the bounty hunter guy was like on his stream, unless he happened to be traveling. But yeah, maybe he is.
Yeah.
I know he's like pretty private, because I don't even think he gives out his real name and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Makes
I guess
sense.
he must be from around the area then.
Yeah, he did a stream with Kiboga, like a bounty hunter stream. Like,
No. The
Bounty
guy
hunter.
went on his stream with him.
Yeah. Interesting. Must be fun for this guy to drive a stranger on a fun little trip. Well, we're not strangers anymore, are we, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say we're friends now. Right?
Yeah, I would say as well. So, no longer strangers, but I do hope you're having fun taking this strange Canadian hitchhiker that's now your friend on a little trip down to Kansas City.
Loads of fun, man. Otherwise, right now I'd be on the phone listening to people drone on about stuff.
But yeah, I know what you mean, Battleground. New person, new experience. Correct.
So what do you do for an impact, or a living impact? If you don't mind me asking.
I'll let him answer, yeah, if he wants to. If he's listening or if he's doing a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
on the background.
Modern rest area. What?
Not a, you
What?
know,
Not like a place to hitch your horse.
I think Impact died? Oh no, that's a bad profession.
Oh man.
Shame. There we go. Alright, Impact Velocity says Army and worked in an auto shop last summer, trying to get into law enforcement career though.
Oh, what's your MOS?
Throwing out that military slang.
Jargon.
Yeah. Jargon, that's the word. Such a long time, you're my sunshine. Infantry. Yeah.
11B. What? So did he went to? Did he go to? I'm trying to remember where they do basic ed.
Canada?
Huh?
In Canada?
Oh, he's a Canadian.
Yeah, he's in Toronto.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm just assuming U.S. Army.
No. Other army.
Yeah.
True enough.
How long has he been in, and has he seen any? Has he been over to
I
Afghanistan?
think he's in the reserves.
Oh,
But I'll let Impact. If,
so is he going to be shooting for the RCMP then?
yeah, like I said, trying to get into law enforcement career. Yeah, was it RCMP officer or OPP or something else? We probably talked about this Impact, but I don't remember because I've got a bad memory.
Do you know what the standard rifle that they issue in the Canadian military is? Is it the?
I don't know. Impact. What's the standard rifle they issue for infantry? Because I'm not gonna know the answer.
The assumption would be to just be like the M16, but then again, I know different militaries like France, they use the. Oh, now I can't even. I completely lost. I want to say the FAF. No, I don't know. I lost it, man.
Oh, it's the C7A2, basically a cooler M16. Is that?
I think almost anything is cooler than the M16. That thing's made by Mattel, so.
No, the not as cool army where we fight with canoe paddles.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't seen shit at all. I'm a newbie still, and yeah, RCMP would be cool. Any police force as long as it's out west. He's in Ontario. No one likes Ontario. He wants to go out west to like British Columbia, because everyone wants to go to British Columbia because it's beautiful British Columbia.
Well, what about so when you were in Calgary, isn't Banff near there?
Yeah, it's. What are we, like an hour to Canmore, then another hour to Banff or something like that?
Yeah, so it's like right there.
Yeah, we're at the foothills of the Rocky Mountains.
That sounds like that would be like really cool place, other than the fact that I'm sure it gets bitterly cold in the wintertime, but...
I don't... Well, yeah, Calgary's definitely colder, but it's not as cold as like Winnipeg or Regina or Yellowknife, Whitehorse, Inuvik.
Oh.
Still a Mountie. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Ian Chen is back. Welcome back, Ian. I went to high school with him. What's your name, little girl? What's your name?
Do you know the story about Leonard Skinner, this band here?
With the like plane crash or?
Yeah. It's amazing though, like half the crew members like survived the crash.
That's crazy. Shit just happens sometimes. Oh, good question, Mr. Dress Up. Do you hold your farts inside a ride, or do you not care and just let them rip? No, I usually try to hold back. Unless we're driving for like hours and hours and hours, and then there's not much you can do. You'll just have to, well, maybe try to wait until you have a little pit stop. And just,
My pet peeve is when we're on flights and it's not like a long flight and someone lets loose. And I'm like, come on, man, really?
Couldn't hold it for the hour-long flight. Watched Due South as a kid, so Mounties is all I know. I've never seen Due South. Never seen it.
Is that a TV series? Or?
Due south. What is due south? Fill us in. Turn AC on full. Why though? But why?
to drown out our voices, I guess.
That's rude. Anybody like the Red Green Show? Oh, that's going way back. That's very Canadian. Have you heard of the Red Green Show?
Oh yeah, it was like super popular, like, you know, duct tape.
Yeah.
I never really,
Flannel
I
and
watched
duct
a
tape.
couple episodes, but all I know about it is like just duct tape.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was Canadian though, I just assumed it was like Wisconsin or something. So.
I think it's Canadian. Is it Canadian? I always assumed it's Canadian, but maybe it's like northern U.S. somewhere.
Well, like you guys were saying, like Minnesota, Wisconsin.
It's Canada of the U.S., yeah.
Or the UP, I would think that the UP would be like, that would be like the Canada of the United States, right?
UP?
Oh, I'm sorry, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Michigan's separated by Lake, oh crap.
One of those lakes.
One of those, is it Huron? Lake Huron?
That's something I don't know.
Yeah, but the northern part of Michigan is separated by a lake, and then, so basically it's just like attached to, you know, the southern part of Ontario there.
Yeah. Lake Michigan. It's a Canadian show? Alright, well. There you go. And he has a dog, Diefenbaker. Wait, it's about a Mountie in Chicago who wants to catch his dad's murderer. That's what the Due South show is about. Okay. I haven't heard of that. And good job on the Trailer Park Boys. Thought that was American. No, that's Ontario. It's rural Ontario. But their cornfields aren't even interesting right now.
Yeah, nothing. They're in the planting stages.
Yeah.
Right now.
Wow, look at all the corn.
Oh. 20 miles to the next state.
Almost into the next state, everyone.
Is that going to be state number 10?
I think so, yeah. Double-digit states coming up.
Oh, there's cattle.
Okay. Oh, tried to get some, but I think they're too far for you to see. There's a last-minute cow. Are there any crop circles? Well, there's no crop right now.
Crops, but
But there's not much crop to circle right now. Like we're talking like the cornfields with the crushed like circle things. Well, I'm sure if you talk to Joseph and River, they'd have a lot of things to tell you about crop circles. I'll have to. They're based out of San Francisco. Next time I'm in the Bay Area, I'll try and hunt them down. Get some more conspiracy theory information.
So, what were some of their theories that they were discussing?
What are they talking about? They're talking about like telekinesis, like being able to lift stuff with your mind, and like just pretty much if you like. They're saying like if you eat clean and you like train yourself, you can pretty much give yourself superpowers and like stuff. Yeah, the psychic vampires, aliens, a lot of stuff about aliens, abductions. Joseph he has been abducted several times.
Wow.
River had been, he said once, and they fixed his knee. The aliens fixed his knee for him. So, but I'd have to rewatch the stream because they just talked the whole time, and it changed topics slightly, and I just asked continuation questions. Where they're just like, tell me more. Wow.
It's kind of like an improv situation.
Yeah.
Yes, and.
Yeah. Who's foopalord? Who's foopalord? You don't know? No, foopalord is a viewer from the community, and he's been watching for a couple weeks. Told me if I was in the Des Moines area to hit up. Actually, you said if I was by the Omaha,
Yeah, Omaha.
like the Nebraska-Iowa border, he'd come grab me. So I ended up in the area, came grab me. We hung out for a bit. I did a guest speaker thing at his work, which was fun. Grabbed a drink last night. Now we're driving to Kansas City right now. But yes, he's the Lord of Fupas.
But we are on that Foop Loss 2018, so hopefully I won't be soon enough.
Alright, this is hashtag Foop Loss 2018. Joseph, fancy necklace building class. Actually, he had a really cool necklace, yeah, so maybe, yeah, we could do a viewer meetup with Joseph, and we could all make necklaces together with bullets and teeth and stuff on them. Iowa wine country. I agree. A legend. Yeah. Mystical Navy says, or Mystical Mavy says, thank you, foopalord.
Is that Wisco Mike?
No, Mystical Mavy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen Wisco yet today. And he missed out on the Wisconsin cheese curds.
Yeah.
Disappointed in that. We'll be in Wisconsin at some point, and we'll get some local cheese and cheesehead. Audio crackling, perfect. That would have to do with my internet stuff. Let's see if I can put it somewhere else.
Oh, there we go. Good old, what do they call those? Oh, boo. Do you think that would work?
Yeah, that might work. We can try that. Die. Let me know that's still crackling, and I can try and put things in a different place, like in the back window or something. But yeah, the problem is this microphone, the audio quality is good with it, but it's unshielded from network interference. So when there is, cellular network in the area, which there always is around a cell phone, that's a big design flaw, Road. That's a very large design flaw. This microphone's specifically built for cell phones, but you didn't shield it from network interference. Yeah, then it starts getting that feedback noise that you guys love so much. Kansas is gorgeously green and gorgeously flat. Is it green? Or in the summer I'm guessing it browns out. Countryman?
I mean, if there's kind of like drought conditions It's, usually kind of like this.
Yeah.
This is right.
Through the whole year?
Yeah. Well,
Or like,
not in the winter time.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. On long rides, do you self-groom like cutting your nails or flossing your teeth? No. No, I don't. That'd be on my own time in my tent or just not in a car.
Wasn't it ladies asking a couple days back? He was like, "How do you trim your nails without electricity?" Everyone was like, "What? How do you trim your nails? A skill saw or what?"
Yeah. For a bandsaw, it's the most efficient, safest way to cut your nails.
For that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Jim Carrey's getting his nails done, they were out there with a grinder.
Oh yeah.
Lost radio signal, so I had to go with my playlist there.
Yeah. Progressive trance. Is this like if you're like walking or working out or something like that? Like kind of a...
Yeah, or like when I'm on my long flights, like I put that in to help me go to sleep, or just it's kind of like my go-to.
Yeah. We've lost radio signal, but we still have Verizon. Thank you, Verizon, for being the best option. Do 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 do. If this video is just a loop, you would believe me. Hey. Iowa is beautiful. We're almost in Missouri.
Yeah, we're I think 5 miles away.
Oh, exciting. State number 10, here we go. What's your opinion on Missouri?
My opinion on Missouri?
Yeah.
Well, so the company I work for, the Missouri calls that I get, are... I should probably keep my mouth shut.
I think that says a story right there.
Yeah. I'm sure the average person is nice, but I don't know, they're the most difficult, and I deal with most of this. I deal with 38 different states, people from 38 different states, and the most difficult clientele are from Missouri. I think it's just a cultural thing. It's called the show me state. They're known to be very stubborn.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay, and then out of 38 states or whatever, what's the easiest to work with?
Usually the upper Midwest, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota.
Yeah. Okay.
They seem to be generally nice, really nice people.
Okay.
It's like I always say, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. So if you have a problem and you want to find a solution, usually if you're nice to the person, they'll be more inclined to help you out.
Yeah.
Instead of starting off a conversation screaming and yelling at someone.
It's very true.
Which is generally what I get from Missouri, our Missouri clientele. Getting called all the names in the book, just
Perfect.
it wears on you, and after after 6 years of doing what I've been doing, it's just I see patterns, and that's
Yeah.
a typical pattern. But
There you go.
and that's just kind of stereotyping. I definitely know not everyone's like that, but that's just in my opinion, my experience. So
Yeah. All right. So we're going through Missouri pretty quick then. And on to the next. And then the next. And the next. For another, like, at least 2 months, probably.
And I say that right before we get to Missouri. Now there's going to be like squads of people with pitchforks out there. Get him!
Yeah, probably.
Amish stores. This is the Amish area down here, Southern Iowa.
Oh. What is it? Amish stores? What do they sell? Like
Furniture.
Oh, okay.
Handcrafted furniture and stuff.
Oh.
They're also like down here. Like if you want to get a house built cheaply,
Yeah.
you go and talk to the Amish construction workers. So you can have like a construction company build a house for you, but you usually get it's like a half to a third of the price of construction cost if you use Amish laborers.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I hear. I don't know. Personally, I've never experienced that, but that's what I understand.
Still want to get a ride on an Amish horse and buggy.
The day I was gonna pick you up, when I went to Walmart to pick up those chips for you, there was a Amish couple in there.
Yeah.
And I was almost thinking like, hey, wouldn't it be cool to see if they could like do something? And I was like, nah, that would be a real awkward conversation.
Yeah, this Canadian hitchhiker really wants a hitchhiker ride on an Amish like horse
He's a
and
Twitch
buggy.
streamer,
Yeah.
and they're like, what's a Twitch? You know what? I think maybe they weren't Amish because the one guy had a cell phone, so I think they're Mennonite, which they're similar to the Amish, but they're not quite as restricted
Yeah.
as the Amish are. You listen to any EDM at all?
Like I have, but I don't like seek it out like that much. But when it's on, like I can jam to it.
When does spring usually start on Vancouver Island? Not obviously this official date of spring is the same every, but like when does things start
Yeah.
blossoming?
We get rain all the way through till like mid-June. Then mid-June it starts actually getting sunny. It doesn't get that hot, but it'll stop raining for the most part.
So like the deciduous trees and stuff, they won't start like budding and stuff.
Oh no, like spring will have already done its thing. I was just thinking like summer hot, like whether you want to be outside and like April, May, June, like things are starting to come alive, and it's warm enough where things can grow. It's just still raining, and raining. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets depressing after.
Yeah. If you're not streaming right now, would you be watching Netflix on your phone? Like, if I was driving with foopalord, would I just be watching Netflix on my phone? Probably not. I don't know, we'd just be hanging out, chatting, driving, doing our thing. Yeah.
What, oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here's
yes it is. Welcome to a new state. Hopefully you can see the sign. That's Missouri.
what type of, like, is there a certain TV series that you're like a big fan of?
Like I'll watch shows. Like I don't have cable, but I'll download things.
Yeah.
And I have Netflix, so like I've watched all the Stranger Things and stuff like that. I've really liked Westworld season 1. I think season 2 is going on right now. I'll have to watch that at some point.
I think it's episode 3. Just
yeah. I like Game of Thrones and stuff.
Yeah, it's an amazing show.
Yeah. And then we're just waiting for
Is it the final book or second to the final book?
I think the book that is supposed to apparently come out is still the second last book. They still have to make another book, which will it ever come out?
Yeah. I mean, he's
I think the last one came out in 2010.
up in age too, right?
Yeah. But the final season of the TV show is next spring, I think.
Yeah. Wonder if we're gonna have more.
All right, Impact. 1 second. Wonder if what?
Oh, there's gonna be more boat sex.
Oh yes. Classic.
Any comedy series that you like at all?
Well, I used to watch South Park all the time.
Oh, okay.
Comedy series. Yeah, I haven't watched that. Well, I like The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hear that they're going to be rebooting it?
No, I didn't hear. Like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
new.
They're gonna. It's supposed to pick up like years later, and they said the original cast probably won't be back. Maybe some of the cast, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's supposed to. I don't know exactly when they're supposed to air that. I don't even think they're even in pre-production right now. But
Yeah.
and then if you are a Arrested Development fan and haven't heard the news yet, at the end of this month, season 5 though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Arrested Development. I never watched the show. I've heard great things
yeah.
about it, but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
it's an amazing show. Kimmy Schmidt too, which if you did you ever watch 30 Rock at all?
No.
Yeah, so none of that would make sense. But that's 30 Rock. I think was like an amazing show. That's Tina Fey and Robert Carlock. They wrote that. Tina Fey started it.
Yeah.
And then when they were done with NBC, they went over to Netflix, and then Kimmy Schmidt, which Ellie Kemper played. She was the second receptionist on The
Yeah.
Office, the red-haired.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Her original name was Kelly, but because they had the other Kelly, they changed it to her middle name, and I don't know why. Anyway, she is the main star on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
And that's a hilarious show too. It's one of those shows like 30 Rock. It's like a joke a minute. You know, it's just constant.
Yeah.
And then of course Nathan For You. That's I highly recommend that one if you can find that. That's
Yeah.
hard to find though. Like it's it's not like I don't think there's any streaming service you can find that on.
Yeah.
It used to be on Hulu, but they took it off a little bit.
Oh.
But Nathan For You, I think is probably in my top 5 favorite shows of all time, and of course Sunny. I'm gonna say Sunny is my favorite show.
Yeah.
Have you watched Sunny at all?
No.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, I haven't. A lot of shows I have to check out.
So much content. We're like in the golden age of.
Yeah. Or maybe it'll get even better. Headed to your city. Hex mark.
I'm gonna stop up here for gas.
Yes,
here.
cool. Yep, heading to Kansas City. Not sure if I'm staying there, but going through.
Big factory-looking building there. That's just nothing but fireworks.
Really?
The whole thing is just fireworks.
Wow. Well, there's a Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas, right? There's
I don't know why people keep saying like.
yeah. Like, yeah, the part we're going into first is in Missouri, but it's right on the border. Oh, yeah. Fireworks. Yep. Fireworks World, fireworks. Wow.
These popped up here because Iowa, it used to be illegal to possess fireworks, but they just turned that law around like 2 years ago. So.
Oh, well, that's brutal for these businesses.
Right.
No, right where you are, you're gonna drive past your house if you keep going this way? Alright, well let me know when we drive past your house.
We'll wave.
Well, yeah, we'll wave at you. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it. Right, let's go for a stretch. You go up there. You come with me. Do. Oh, my back. Back is sore. Root beer is done. New state number 10. Been through Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, Iowa, and now Missouri. And they've got fireworks. Fireworks World, Fireworks Pyro City and Barbecue, and Shelton Fireworks over there. Apparently they like fireworks. Ugh. I'm gonna grab a Snickers. Oh no. We don't litter. Sitting on a curb or something. Hey. Have you got what? Oh, with a cart?
Well, no, I think they have a work. They usually have like a work truck with someone that like drives them around when they're on jobs. But there's some Amish dudes.
Trying to like network with them, be like, hey, can you hook me up with your Amish friends?
Yeah. Where's the nearest horse and buggy?
Yeah. Hitchhiking goals. It's one of my hitchhiking goals. Get riding a horse and buggy. Oh yeah.
I don't. Maybe to hire somebody, or maybe it's okay in the community to have like a work crew.
Yeah, you hopped in that truck. Hmm. Alright. Let's see where I am. We're like halfway from Des Moines to Kansas. doing this? Hi. I'm doing this to show people what my experience is like with hitchhiking. So, in previous 4 years, I've hitchhiked in 25 countries. I've been picked up, well, now 750 plus times, and I've had a great experience with it. I just want to show people what hitchhiking can be. It might not be like this for everyone, but it's like this for me, based off of how I do it. I show you how I do it. I show you my strategy with it and everything like that. And yeah, just want to show people what it's like.
Oh, do you have a Snickers?
Mm-hmm. First Snickers of the day. Do you ever have to pay for gas, or do people ever expect you to ship him? It's never really expected. It's kind of expected with hitchhiking, at least around in North America, that if you're hitchhiking, there's no money involved. I have shipped in a few times when someone's in a tough situation, and like I can afford to help out, but that's rare. Where'd you stop now? We're just past the border to Missouri. So we crossed from Iowa to Missouri. Just got a little bit of gas, and now we're back on the road. Are you gonna stay? Yeah, you don't seem like you want to stay. Stay. Silly question. What do you do at night and you're on the road? What do you do? Where do you sleep? I sleep in a tent. If Foop here was just like, alright, that's the end of the line right here, and pulled over right here and like let me out right here, I don't know, I'd probably just walk over there, set my tent 20 meters over there in those trees or something. It's just a small one-man tent. Got a sleeping bag, sleeping pad, tent. Everything I need to stay comfortable. Damn it, Impact. Even needing your authentication code thing. Alright, Impact, prepare yourself. Nice day out. It is a beautiful day here in Missouri now. Pretty breezy, but that's good. Once I get out of the car and I'm walking and stuff, I'll be happy that that wind's going.
Right. Hopefully it won't be so extreme down in Kansas City.
Yeah. wind keeps me cool and it keeps the phone cool. Meth lab explosion capital of the world. Fuck yeah. Here we go. Did that just work, Impact? Yes. Yes. The bot works. The title update works. Stay away from Hamburg University. Those people are wild. Wild in a bad way or a good way? That kind of sounds like I should go to Hamburg University. Albeit, I have a feeling like they're just finishing exams and people are off, like going home to wherever in the summer.
Where's Hamburg University?
Hamburg?
Hmm?
Hamburg University?
Are you talking about Hamburg, Germany, or someplace here in Missouri?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Or did they mean Hamburger University? Where the McDonald's employees learn their trade?
Well, it's Hamburg, which is a city in Germany, but I'm guessing, I'm thinking it must be somewhere in, because we're talking about Kansas, or Kansas City. Hamburg.
So there's this university in, I think it's in Wichita. It's called Friends University.
Yep.
And I guess the big joke down there is they call it Friends University of Central Kansas, which the abbreviation, well, Friends University.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a Hamburg, like Google only comes up with the one in Hamburg, Germany. So it's a very random fact you threw out there. Hitchhiking America Day 30. Don't go to Hamburg University, they're wild.
Right. Where was that one viewer from that said that we were close to where they lived?
Oh yeah, we're going way back now. Hexmark, if you're still here, well, Foop was wondering where you're at. You don't have to dox yourself if you don't want to, but
Right.
but wondering where you're at.
Tell him if he comes out on the 35 and puts his thumb out, we'll pick him up.
Yeah, he did say we'd be driving right past this place, so like,
So I'll be coming back. I can just drop him back.
yeah. Hexmark, if you want to try hitchhiking, you have a guaranteed ride with me and Foop.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he can't legally hitchhike on the highway.
Well, you'll just stand there and like just last minute, just a quick thumb.
Yeah.
And then of course that'd be it when the police officer's driving past the other way. It's just like, yeah.
Unless he tells us a specific mile marker to pick
Yeah.
up. Don't wimp out. Put your thumb out.
I think it's really cool what you're doing. You get to see the real America off the beaten track. That's awesome. Thank you. Agate Parsley. Appreciate the kind words. New status. Hitchhiking America Day 30. Don't go to Hamburg University. They are wild. Thanks, Mark.
Was like wild in all bold letters.
Yeah, full caps.
They're wild.
Yeah.
Out
Friends at your place?
Toot toot. That was the big
Oh
thing.
yeah, with the toot toot truck. Good toot toot for good luck.
Yeah.
Bethany's famous restaurant, Toot Toot.
Toot toot.
Oh, now I kind of want to go to Toot Toot. But I just had Culver's.
Looked like there was something like hanging out on the
Oh, yeah.
side of it. I guess we
Impact. You followed Hitch Live on April 13th, 2018. Day 3. Right, 10. No, day 4. We've come so far.
mixing it up so there's no. There was a lot of it's going on.
Wendy's?
Yeah.
4 for 4? What was the last healthy meal I had? I don't know if I've had an actual good thing to eat in a long time.
Probably that zombie burger.
Healthiest food I've ever eaten. Pure cheese. And deep fried cheese. And a burger patty.
Another toot toot coming up.
Ooh. Toot 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 toot. Man, they're really advertising that restaurant.
Yeah, they are.
Had 2 billboards.
Have you heard back from Zane yet?
Oh, I'll check my whispers. But you sent him one on your account?
Yeah, I checked it when I was at the gas station.
Oh, okay. Never heard back.
But then again,
School.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any whispers from him.
Do you get like a lot of unsolicited whispers?
I get a fair number, but not too crazy. And most of them are just like nice messages. Just
Oh, that's
like,
good.
Yeah, appreciate the content.
I was in that gal that I watched the Awkward Travels stream
Yep.
a couple weeks ago, and some dude was like, he had a troll account because it was like XC24,
Yeah,
super
just
random.
random.
And he was like nonstop What's
Well,
wrong with you, man?
guessing you didn't last that long.
I wasn't saying it to him. I was like,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it. Good job.
Yeah. Trolls. It's the internet. Can't. It's to be expected.
I'm sure he frequents E-Bomb's world because everyone knows that's where the worst trolls are.
That's going way back. That's some nostalgia.
So do you think your final stop today might be St. Louis, depending on obviously whoever picks you up?
Yeah,
That's what you're
it's
shooting
gonna
for.
depend on Kansas. Like, you know, I made up with Zane and stuff like that. I don't know. I might start running out of daylight.
Yeah.
So there's a few factors. Okay, I should be looking at Hitchwiki maps right now, seeing if there's a specific way out of the Kansas City area.
Okay. Yeah, because we're like a little over an hour from
Okay.
KC right now.
Sucks, because probably only end up going in the Missouri part of Kansas City if I'm going to St. Louis, but based on the route, I don't know if it'll be easy to get back into Kansas at any point along the way. Not sure I'm gonna work that.
And Zane said he's like on the Kansas side, right?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Was it cool enough?
What can you do?
Hopefully that doesn't happen to you again tonight, you know.
Well, hopefully.
There's nothing worse than like having your sleep disrupted like that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys were interested in what book I read to Trev before he went to bed last night, it was the poop that took a pee.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Hamburg University. He's made it to Germany. Yeah, we hitchhiked America so hard that we ended up in Germany. Just somehow hopped over the Atlantic Ocean, found ourselves in Germany.
It was a wormhole. We found a wormhole.
Yeah, went through space and time.
That's a big hog.
Oh yeah.
His name is Mike. What up, Mike?
Mike the Hawk.
Mike Hawk.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of doing the what do they call it, the Pacific Crescent Trail? Is that what it's called?
Pacific Crest Trail?
Yeah, Pacific
PCT?
Crest.
Yeah, from Mexico to Canada,
Right.
on the West Coast. Yeah, I've considered doing something like that. I think I'd enjoy it. It's like 4 months or something like that, 4,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's a long walk. I might do something like that. I don't think I could live stream that because there's no signal in most of those places, but
Well, yeah.
yeah, stuff like that, through hiking, bicycle touring, it's always appealed to me. Getting across a large distance by just your own physical person power. I don't know, there's something, I don't know, just cool about that to me. You just walk all the way from Mexico to Canada, or you bicycle across Canada or some large body of land. I think that's quite the accomplishment. You hitchhiked on the Titanic across the ocean? No kidding, you all missed it? Yeah.
The guy that found the Titanic, Bob Ballard, he went to my high school. Of course, that was like, I think he was like class of like 50 or 60 something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you go.
Not that interesting.
Maybe.
But we also have some of the alum are the Carpenters. Have you heard of them? Karen Carpenter.
Not top of my head.
Suddenly appeared.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And James Hetfield, the lead singer of Metallica.
Yeah.
And there was an incident that happened in the last 10 years. I can't remember exactly when it happened, but he's a hockey player. His name's Ryan Holloway. He was on the receiving end of a stick to the face, which the guy that did it, and I can't remember the name of this guy. He's like an enforcer.
Yeah.
He's like a Marty McSorley type. But he was, I think he was charged. He was charged with assault for that. I can't remember when that happened. It was within the last 10 years anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he went to Downey High.
That's your high school?
That's my high school.
My high school, Pamela Anderson went there.
Really?
Or actually, not my high school, in my town.
Oh.
There's 3 high schools, and then
Okay.
but Pamela, that's our claim to fame.
What's your claim to fame, Pamela Anderson?
But at my school, one of the girls from Sex and the City went there. And
Not Sarah Jessica Parker.
no,
Not Kim Cattrall. Would it be the girl with the black hair, or?
honestly, I forget because that wasn't my my scene.
Yeah, I don't.
It might have been Kim Cattrall, maybe, unless she isn't from Canada. And then the other one is Barry Pepper. He's like, do you know Saving Private Ryan, the movie?
Yes.
He's the sniper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Barry Pepper. Yeah.
He went to GP Van.
I didn't realize he was Canadian.
There you go.
That's awesome, man.
People still see him around the valley sometimes.
Oh, he's so he's a local guy then. He came back.
Apparently he comes back. Sometimes maybe his family or something's around there. I don't know. But yeah, we are in Missouri, Perler Girl. New state.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan came out like right after I got out of the military. I saw that in the theater 6 times.
Yeah.
What a waste of money, but I love that movie.
It's a really well done movie.
Yeah.
Really well done movie. Brutal movie. I love movies like that and Hacksaw Ridge. It was very brutal. But I think it's good to show the horrors of war because a lot of times war is like glorified to an extreme level.
Yeah, to an extreme level.
And it's not a pretty thing. Kansas Tornado Alley, I'd stay out of there. I don't, like, yeah, there's like storms and tornadoes, but I don't think your chances of hitting one are too extreme. Ooh, Ricerman, thanks for hosting the channel with 48 viewers. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Ricerman. For anyone coming over from Ricerman, you've just been sent over to Hitch Live, to the program Hitchhiking America Day 30, where we are hitchhiking around the United States of America with the intention of showing you what hitchhiking is like. We've done this for 30 days. We've been picked up 60 times now, I think. We've also been picked up in 3 different airplanes hitchhiking. And we've been through 10 states. So it's been a lot of fun. We've met a lot of really cool people, been a lot of interesting places, and we're going to continue doing that for, well, until we go to every state where it's not illegal to hitchhike. And it's illegal to hitchhike in Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Delaware, and New Jersey. So stay tuned for that. We'll be hitchhiking. But right now, I'm getting driven from Des Moines, Iowa to Kansas City, Missouri by a viewer by the name of foopalord.
Where'd that guy come from?
Interesting. There's a bug on my arm. But thank you, Racerman, for the raid. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Have you ever randomly bumped into someone you know while hitchhiking? That's a good question, actually. Have I? No, I've bumped into people like 1 degree of separation. So like, someone picks me up hitchhiking and we realize that we know the same person. One time I was hitchhiking in the middle of British Columbia, like, you know, a ferry ride away and like 500 kilometers away from where I was going to school, like a solid days of travel. And I got picked up just outside Kelowna, BC by someone I graduated with in high school's mom. You know, we get to talking, I'm like, oh, I'm from Vancouver Island. She's like, oh, I'm from Vancouver Island. And I'm like, oh, I went to high school in this place. She's like, oh, I have a daughter that went to this high school in this place. I'm like, I went to this high school. She's like, oh, my daughter went to that high school. I'm like, I graduated in this year. And she's like, oh, so did my daughter. Her daughter was in my grad class. Small world.
And there was a situation this morning at the airport.
Oh, yeah. And we were trying to hitchhike a ride on a plane this morning out of Des Moines, and we talked to these pilots, and I was saying how I'd caught a few rides already and my last one was out of Boulder, Colorado, and he's like, oh, who was it? I know, I'm from the area, I might know him. I'm like, yeah, it's Peter, and he's like, oh, I know Peter, and I showed him a picture, he's like, yep, that's Peter. I know him well. Trevor, besides hitchhiking, what are your hobbies, interests? I like doing things outside, so I like hiking, I like camping, I like just being outside and doing things. But yeah, like, that's the extent of my real hobbies. I just like getting out there and doing things. Hitchhiking guy, yeah, I'm the hitchhiking guy. Where are you going, Missouri? Right now we're going to Kansas City, Missouri, which is right next to Kansas City, Kansas. I'm not sure if we're going into Kansas City, Kansas, or just the Missouri part. And then I have to decide which way to go. We might go east to St. Louis, or we might go south. But we'll see. One of the two. Fellow Canadian at Hitch Live. Whereabouts in Canada are you, Kukri Nation, or which province are you in? You going to Iowa after this? I was just in Iowa, Pearly Girl. Come to Minnesota? I definitely will. 100% chance I will. I didn't forget Minnesota. It's part of the route I'm doing. I'm going to be looping back up through the northern states later on in the trip. Yes, Lord of the Fupas. Small world for sure. It is. Vacation by hitchhiking, essentially. This is literally what I do for fun. It's a vacation for me. Not everyone would find this kind of a vacation, but it's fun for me. Eat some barbecue. We were just talking about that. We're getting into some states where barbecue is king. Like, for a large part of this trip, it's been, the food story has been burgers. We've eaten a lot of burgers. But now that we're going into like southern US, I think we gotta switch to barbecue. So stay tuned, we'll be eating barbecue. Why pay for a flight when you can hitchhike? Exactly. You don't have to have much money to travel like this. Transportation is free with hitchhiking. Accommodation is free with living in my tent. So all you need to pay for is like food and incidentals and entertainment. You're in Ontario. You and Impact Velocity can bond over your hate for Ontario, unless you like Ontario. And if you do like Ontario, then you're wrong. I'm sorry for hating on Ontario. I'm from British Columbia, I'm supposed to. Vancouver here, friend. Which is why I think we may be 6 degrees from knowing the same people, probably. And a lot of my friends went to school in Vancouver at UBC or BCIT. Stepsister went to SFU. I know people in the Vancouver area. But it's always cool whether with the stream, like there'll be people that are pretty much from my home that, yeah, through 1 degree of separation, that maybe you know them, or there's people from across the world watching you hitchhike through random rural places in the United States of America. I think technology is cool in that way. You're military family? I have not choice where we live. Enough said. Yeah. Crazy scenery of Missouri hasn't changed that much, although it's got more going on than Nebraska. Nebraska was a little bit less exciting than this. This is a bit more fun. Vancouver peeps are either Leafs or Canucks fans. Oh, here we go. We're getting into hockey. This is a dangerous topic. You might start some fights.
Go Avs.
Avs?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no. What have we done? You're gonna get the Canadians all riled up. And you don't want to do that.
Well, the Avs haven't looked good here, so it's...
Yeah. Or Chicago Blackhawks fans if you're from where you live. Chicago area, Proteinarino.
Yeah, there's a lot of Blackhawks fans in Des Moines. The Wild, the Minnesota Wild is relatively new, so it hasn't really found another AAA affiliate. It's the Iowa Wild, but there's not a big contingency for the Wild. A lot of Blackhawks fans.
In Vancouver we hate the Blackhawks. Canuck fans don't like the Blackhawks. Why would they support a different team? I don't know. A little variety, spice of life.
Didn't the Canucks, when they were in the Stanley Cup one year, they lost and Vancouver rioted?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Vancouver was not happy about losing in Game 7 of the final round of playoffs. And was that to the Chicago Blackhawks? Bleakhawks? That's it.
The Bleakhawks.
I forget who it was too, but yeah, Vancouver was unhappy. Because I think they were up 3-0 or 3-1 in the series. Best of 7.
Oh man,
and then
that's rough.
Yeah.
That is rough.
And then they lost like 3 or 4 in a row. It was Boston. Okay.
Boston. That was back when they had the black, red, and yellow jerseys, right?
Chicago
Oh no, Vancouver.
or Vancouver.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And 1994 New York and Vancouver, they lost in Game 7 as well. Vancouver's never won the Stanley Cup, but they've made it to Game 7 of the finals twice. Good times.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yeah. I like that, at least. What the fuck? Might as well cheer for Yukon. Exactly. Yukon doesn't have a team yet.
Oh.
It's a Northern Territory of Canada. No hockey team.
I've only been to one hockey game, and that was back, I don't even know if it's around anymore, the WHL.
Western Hockey League, yeah.
And it was the Portland Winterhawks, which looked just like the Blackhawks. They had the same logo and everything.
Yep.
I don't know if they were affiliated or not, but and they were playing Kamloops. That's the only reason
Oh, yeah,
I know Kamloops.
yeah. Oh,
Was it the Kamloops Hurricanes?
Oh, I don't remember the WHL team names that well. I just remember Comox Valley Glacier Kings. That was my local, our local hockey team in the WHL. Cheer for Kansas City Scouts. What league is that? You know?
Do they play in the same league as the Iowa Wild, or the AAA? Like, what is it called? The AHL, American Hockey League,
Yeah.
or something?
I don't know minor league hockey in the U.S. very well.
And Des Moines has two minor league hockey teams.
Yeah.
They've got the Iowa Wild, and then they have this one that's been around for decades. The Buccaneers, Des Moines Buccaneers.
Yeah.
They're USH. It's like one of those those kids that are like from 16 to 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
They're more of a development league. It seems like they put out more NHL players though than the AAA affiliate.
Yeah. Gretzky is overrated. Those are fighting words, my
Whoa.
friend. Those are fighting words.
Whoa. Man.
Portland is an NHL hockey team along with Seattle. Yeah, makes sense. Big enough to support it, I think. And they're pretty much Canadian cities. Not really, but maybe. Kansas City Scout was NHL? How far back are we talking?
Is that back when Kansas City had the NBA team, the Kings? Was it Kansas City Kings?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Way back in the day.
Lemieux was always better back in the day. It wasn't like Lemieux like the scorer and Gretzky was like the assist leader. Like they're different kinds of players. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Gretzky was pretty dominant in his time, in his prime. Oh wow, we've got a country list. Now I don't have to like rattle them off. Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Russia, Japan, Australia, United States. Yeah. Alright. We come through northern Indiana. I'd love to take you to University of Notre Dame Hockey Complex. It is amazing. Okay. I will add that to the list. That sounds like fun to me. Notre Dame? Notre Dame? Is that?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Okay, I'm saying it so wrong. I apologize. Notre Dame.
It should be Notre Dame, but it's
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Alright. Please don't hate me.
That's not too far off the I-80 too, so that would be
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be too far off from your trip back to Lake Chicago.
Oh, okay. And yeah. Notre Dame. Cool. Another one on the list. Vegas, because why not? They're gonna win. You got all 25 countries? Wow, we got the country list down. I kind of purposely never got that or pushed for that to happen because I find it fun to say. So. But now we have a command. Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, if you go back to Europe and hitchhike,
Yep.
if you get to Vatican City, do you
Yep.
think you can hitchhike on like a golf cart or something?
Yeah, if we want to put Vatican City on the list, like it's like it's just a little
That'd
square.
be a really quick trip.
That would. Yeah, I hitchhiked across Vatican City. It was a long, hard trip, but we made it. We made it. Almost got caught in the middle of it. We've been caught out for days.
What's that other small like city-state there? Is it Malta? Is that the smallest
I think,
one?
yeah, by on the south coast between France and Italy or something like that.
It's
or?
like the size of like two tennis.
Ooh, I don't know.
Courts.
Like the smallest place I went to was like Luxembourg and Liechtenstein, which are small, but a lot bigger than Vatican City or Malta or whatever.
How many kilometers was Luxembourg?
I don't remember. I got dropped off kind of in the middle of it, then I hitchhiked out. It's too long, but yeah, you could have walked across in a day, I think.
Oh man.
Like the short way. I think the long way might have been just over a day walk. Liechtenstein has to be one of the best country names. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm trying to think of a Liechtenstein story from when I was around there. There's something about I think like Liechtenstein accidentally invaded Austria or something like that. Like they were doing an exercise and they like technically went into Austria and it was like counted as invading Austria. But they went in with X amount of people and they came back without losing anyone, but they actually gained a soldier. Because someone came back with them from Austria.
I guess he was hitching a ride too.
Yeah. Have you hitchhiked on a boat? Yeah, I hitchhiked on a boat across a lake in Ireland back in 2015. It's so funny when Switzerland or Austria invade Liechtenstein accidentally every year. Yeah. Those accidental invasions. That's exactly what you want to tell Marlies. Yeah. Yes. It's just like so cute, you know? Like in the whole world of all this like crazy stuff going on politically, like I think people are just fine everywhere. But politically things are strange. And then there's Liechtenstein and Switzerland and Austria just accidentally invading each other and just being like, whoopsie. Sorry.
There's trucks in the way, but there was a random billboard, and I have no idea what that meant, but it said, "The soup is too salty." What does that mean?
Who's paying for that to be there?
Yeah. The soup is too salty.
We were talking about fuck you money with like Todd and like buying his Ferrari. But that's fuck you money.
Yeah,
You could just
like
random billboard, you're like, I just feel like making a strange billboard.
Strange billboard.
Yeah.
The soup's too salty.
Yeah. You're not supposed to talk about what happened at Hamburg University? Hey DJ, where about? Hey, it's Buddy Dude Bro. DJ, we are headed to Kansas City, Missouri right now. After that, I have to make a decision, south or east. Make a call. Yeah. Drive behind a semi, you save up to 20% on fuel, but you have to be pretty close and probably shouldn't drive that close to a semi.
Alright.
But yes, you can draft behind a semi and then you don't have the wind resistance. But yeah, flip a coin. Could do something like that. I have to look at a map again. Because I would like to hitchhike through every single state where it's legal to hitchhike. And I'm just trying to figure out doesn't have to be the most efficient, but just like a semi-logical route to take, where you're not like doing big backtracks. I don't like backtracking.
If you want to just get into Kansas, I'm fine with that. There's a spot that I've been a couple times that it's kind of like a stopping point that we could just pull off and kind of figure out what you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're getting pretty close now.
Yeah, we're about 45 minutes away.
Okay. Let's see. So I could go like. Because before I go to the East Coast, I want to knock off Tennessee and Kentucky. Or I guess I could get Kentucky on my way back up around. No. Might have to, because I'm gonna miss West Virginia and stuff anyway.
Ooh, West Virginia, that is a beautiful state.
I've heard. So maybe we'll miss Kentucky on this route and we'll try to link it back up in a bit later. Why aren't you going west? Because I came from the west. I already hitchhiked from Washington through Oregon, California. Like I started right on the west coast. Should go to the Florida Keys. I think other people tell me that. Maybe I should go to the Florida Keys. Found in time. Let's go all the way tonight. By the time we finish this trip, my where have I been so far map is gonna be outrageous. It's gonna be silly. Hitch a ride to Cuba? That would be cool.
Would you mind reaching back and get one of those waters?
I can do that.
Yeah, sorry, man.
So there you go.
God bless you. Gentleman and a scholar.
Of course. Quite the scholar. 2 out of 4 years of my Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, Finance major. That makes me a scholar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I can do your taxes. Except I can't because I did Canadian taxes.
Right.
And I've heard you guys make your taxes unnecessarily hard here. Or like complicated.
I mean, if you have to, like, what's that term they use? Crap.
Can't get the water?
Yeah, I'll get it in a second here. I just want to get around this truck. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. But if you have to, like, oh man, what is that term that they use? Come on. It's like a.
But you've never done your taxes? You just send them to
Oh, no. Dependents, I don't have. Write-offs, like if you want to write something off and stuff like that,
It gets more complicated, yeah.
yeah, like some people that have addictions, they just write off.
Canada,
no.
that's separate. Like that's like.
Oh yeah. You're if you win over, but you do at the end of the year you do for the IRS, but they do some sort of representation form where they'll immediately like, they
Taxes. It's your.
like if you get an inheritance or something, is there?
That I don't remember. I did know that at some point in my life when I was taking that in school, but it's been just over 4 years.
Have you ever had a job?
That said, like some of the information is useful, accounting and finance wise, but no, haven't used it.
One day.
Come on, internets, come back to me.
Oh, are they? Is it evident?
I think so. Let's see what it looks like on here. passing a state troop. It's that cell tower law. It fixed the buzzing. Now it's it's flat enough that, you know, maybe things will
How's the heat condition? Is it still fairly cold?
It's pretty hot, warm. Well, I'm not holding it in the it's pretty.
Are you cold? No.
No, okay.
Just wondering if you need me to turn up the AC.
We need a new streaming device because an LG G4 just doesn't cut it. Did we just hit a tower and now it's good? Looking at a zoomed out map of the US, and we've done pretty well.
Yeah, at this point you're over halfway, because I think the geographical center of the contiguous United States anyway is like somewhere in the middle of Kansas or something.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, we're in the eastern half for sure. You put your hands on me for the first time.
Tay-Tay fan?
Of course. How can you not like Tay-Tay?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know, when she first came out, I you know, I was kind of like, who is this? But I don't know, love her.
No, I don't really care one way or another. She makes some catchy songs. She makes some not so good songs. And I don't really care. I don't fan over celebrities too much, but she's cool in my books. My route is so fluid, I just switch things up all the time. I have to look at HitchWiki. I haven't seen Waka Waka today, no.
I didn't see him in Awkwards this morning
No walk today. Tried Joe's Barbecue in Kansas City. Yeah, if I'm in the city and I get an opportunity to explore a little bit, then yeah, I might check it out. Joe's Barbecue. Try to remember that. All right.
Is that famous barbecue spot then in Kansas City, like the #1 spot that they say to go to?
I don't know. Is that the #1 spot for barbecue in Kansas City, or is that just your favorite place?
It sounds familiar. It sounds like that might be the one.
Yeah. Greenland rules. Welcome back. I love it that we have a regular viewer from Greenland. That's so cool to me.
Are they from Nuuk?
Yeah, Greenland rules. Are you in Nuuk, the capital?
And did you visit Fun for Louie when Fun for Louie came in?
Are you gonna go to like Wichita, then down to Oklahoma City and Dallas? I think that's the route. I think I'm gonna go through Wichita. That could change, because earlier today I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to St. Louis, Missouri, then like different places that way. I think I'm gonna go south. We are 30 minutes out of Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah. Greenland Rules is in Umanak, Northwest Greenland. Northwest Greenland.
Oh, so he's like in a
I need to look that up. That's really cool.
I like Greenland's flag. Have you seen that? It's
Okay.
like Greenland's flag is.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's I want to say it's like a reddish color and white, and then it's a circle, and in the circle is like in the middle. Like it's red on one half, and then the circle is white, and then on the other half it's white, and then the other half of the circle is red.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's interesting. That's a good route. Interstate 35 down from Wichita. All right.
Yeah, 35 will take you all the way into Dallas, and then it goes all the way down to Brownsville,
Oh yeah.
which is the gateway to Mexico. This is the big NAFTA route.
What? NAP? North American Free Trade Agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to figure out how to get out of Kansas City. It looks like there. Oh yeah, it's 35, or there's another one that goes through Topeka and then south. Interesting. Figure it out.
I've heard Wichita is like a really cool city, like Des
Is
Moines
it?
too. Yeah, I think
Yeah?
it's similar size.
Well, maybe I'll have to stop
it's
in.
slightly smaller, but
Yeah.
roughly the same.
Maybe we'll have to stop for a day in Wichita. Check it out.
That was a big book.
-9 up in Umanak,
Right now? Sheesh.
apparently. That'd be,
Oh, would that be in Celsius then? So that would be like.
yeah, it'd
then
be 20 or 20 something. Does the water freeze in that area in Greenland? You bet it does. You bet your butt it does. I want to see where that is too. Yeah, that's doesn't seem to be much around there. That's really cool though. Can I come? Hitch5 hitchhikes to Umanak. I apologize if I'm butchering the pronunciation of that. So to speak, Trevor could hitchhike there with the ice highways. Do the ice highways connect all those small towns dotted along the west coast of Nunavut? Can you pretty much just drive along the coast on the ice the whole way? Because I've done a little bit of ice road hitchhiking up in the Canadian Arctic around Inuvik to Aklavik. I was trying to go to Tuktoyaktuk, but the road was closed due to overflows and blizzard-like conditions. Only connects within the huge fjord. Okay. Yeah, I do want to go to Greenland. Always welcome, Trevor. Aw. Well, now I have to go to Greenland. But I think hitchhiking in there would be difficult. Unfortunately. But still, yeah, should give him more than a 3rd-second clearance. Yeah, we could. Because I'm still not very hungry from our thing, and it'd just be a shame if you go to some epic barbecue place and you're like, I'll just have the salad.
Yeah. The water.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just go to the one spot there. Kansas is kind of, well, it's Jack in the Box, but we're not gonna like go there to eat or anything.
Yeah. Just drop off there, and there's probably transit around there where I can.
Oh well, I just figured to stop and
and
get your
figure out. Yeah.
where you
Okay.
get dropped off at.
Okay.
Unless there was something else that you wanted to do, like if there's a specific spot that you know right now that you want to be dropped off.
Yeah, I'm still kind of looking at spots because I was looking at going east first, but now I'm maybe going west. You know how it is.
Yeah.
actually really excited to go through like Kansas and all that, and like into the south and stuff. And part of me is dreading it, not because of like the location or anything, just the it's gonna be hot. It's gonna get hot, and as we get closer to the coastal areas, it's gonna get humid and hot and humid. And trying to walk with that backpack gets uncomfortable. Like you can do it. I'll survive. It'll be fine. It's just gonna be uncomfortable. Type 2 fun. It's not fun as it happens, but it's fun after the fact. Okay, come on, Hitwiki. Cooperate with me.
No, we're with you.
No, it's just their map thing is just very finicky, and you have to be very precise to actually get it to load its thing. Good afternoon, Neon Trail. Welcome back. Good to see you. Come on. There we go. Southwest. I have to rate it. Wow. Kansas, what is there to do there? I don't know. Well, one person recommended Joe's Barbecue, but I'm not hungry right now. I just had Culver's, yes, in Des Moines, or just outside Des Moines. So it would be a shame to go to an epic barbecue place and just not really eat any barbecue. So unless I get suddenly hungry all of a sudden, probably won't be going there right now. I'm not sure if we'll be spending too much time in Kansas City. Because what do we got? It's 4. Does anyone know what time the sun sets? Local time in Kansas? Oh, I can look it up.
I think it's about 7:30.
7:30?
7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in there. So.
Okay. Because I do not hitchhike after the sun goes down. Once it gets dark, that's game over. Oh, it actually says 8:19. That's pretty late.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad at all. So I got just over 4 hours. Just head east from Dallas to avoid the heat. I-30 up through Arkansas into Memphis. But I want to go through like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. And I have to hit Florida too, which is gonna be humid. East from Dallas to avoid the heat. So let me look at that. Well, I guess I can still go through upper Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. People have told me that I should go to New Orleans though. Have you been to New Orleans?
Yeah, as a kid, yep.
Oh, as a kid. We'll see.
Okay. Don't know anything. Oh, that wasn't for me. But they're freaking out at me. I'm like, I don't know what I did.
Should go to Boulevard Brewery and do a brew tour live. Man, I can drink like 3 beers. That's the extent of my drinking. I had 2 last night and that was enough. Barbecue sounds good. I agree, it sounds good. But I'm still full. Then take I-20 east from Dallas. You'll hit all the southern cities for the most part. Yeah. Might be able to do that rather than go along the coast. I guess. Yeah, I think I was thinking about going down to Houston because I've had a few people that a few viewers that are in the Houston area, and I'm like, oh, I should go.
And then from there you can take the 10, same thing. You'd be
East. Yeah. Just then you're in quite humid, hot, because you're like by the ocean there. I'm guessing. You usually get close to water, it gets more humid. Just go to Florida from Atlanta once you get there via I-20. Yeah. Yeah, we could do something like that. Albeit, like, I'm pretty much just gonna wing it. Like, when I get to an area, I'll just decide that day. I'll be like, all right, here we go, let's go. Have you ever been in a car accident during one of your rides? Ever been pulled over during a ride and driver's riding dirty? No accidents, many close calls. I've been pulled over, yeah, several times. We've had a few speeding tickets, a few Russian things, just with police pulling you over and then bribing the police officer kind of thing. I wasn't, the driver was. Because that's just how it works there, it seems. But no one's ever been pulled over and turned out they like were riding dirty or had a warrant or anything like that. It was just like they got caught with a driving infraction. It's pretty tame. It's hot there, man. And yeah, I-10 is very hot too. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hot. I just tell myself I've hitchhiked through the middle of the Australian outback, albeit that was their spring, like through Alice Springs and all right through the middle, and I'm like, that's hot, but that's dry heat. That's not humid heat.
Was it hitting like 40 Celsius there?
Close, yeah. Like, it regularly is 40 plus there in the summer. I was in the spring, so it was mid-30s to upper 30s most of the time. Hey, Astro's Blazing. Thanks for following. So yeah, like you don't like it's a big sprawling city and it's gonna get close to rush hour pretty soon here. So we're at 4, but I'm gonna be going down to like Wade, which is south.
Yeah.
West. Like I'm sure there's transit out there, so you don't take me down there. Just because, yeah, you might spend a long time just working your way through the city with. I'm not sure how Kansas City is. Have you driven around Kansas City?
Oh yeah, I've been here several times.
Yeah. How's the traffic? How's the roads? I guess it varies, but
yeah, honestly, almost every single time I come through Kansas City, it's always been like construction, and there's all kinds of weird detours and stuff. So, it gets a little confusing, but we're in the area of Google Maps now. So back when it was like I had to print like a map and stuff, that was a real hassle. But now it tells you, oh, there's a detour here or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not so bad now. But at my first time going through Kansas City, they had a whole section. It wasn't just like, well, we'll cut off this lane or whatever. They had the whole interstate shut down. I didn't know it. I came in at like 3 o'clock in the morning, confused as heck. I ended up in Kansas, Overland Park, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I had to stop off at a gas station, like, help! I'm just trying to get back to Des Moines. So your plan now is to go 35 into like Kansas, or
Kansas Wichita direction.
So I'll be getting. All right, I'll figure it out. So we're gonna cross over onto the Kansas side, like 70 going west, but it's just like couple miles over into the border, and then
I'll
get my bearings. You tell me where you want me to drop. Get my bearings, and then I'll get you to the place. The only reason I'm choosing this spot is because I'm super familiar with it, And I know there's certain areas around this area that's like you don't want to be. So.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where you were showing me where you want to head to, that'll be fine.
Okay.
That'll be fine. Alright, well, can't use cruise anymore. Boo. Oh man, look at that, 42.3 miles per gallon. I think I think that's a record for me.
Wow, there you go.
Nice.
Even with the extra hitchhiker weight.
Church's Chicken. Haven't seen that in forever. Have you had Popeyes yet?
Yeah, I had Popeyes after River and Joseph dropped me off.
Oh, that's right.
That was the first time my stream ever like kind of really shot up. Like I had like during that drive 100 something up to like 200 something or something like that.
Wow.
And then so a ton of new viewers. So when we got dropped off, we had a big like 2-hour debrief in a Popeyes, and it took me for that long to eat like 4 chicken tenders.
Did you get the red beans and rice?
No, I just got like a chicken tender combo with fries and a drink.
If you ever go back, I highly recommend the red beans and rice. Like that. Sometimes I'll just go to Popeyes and I'll just get red beans and rice. They're like,
Yeah.
You don't want any chicken? We're a chicken place.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. Red beans and rice.
So right, Apesman, this does not look like Iowa anymore because it's Missouri. And we're about to be in Kansas. 2 states in one day? That's crazy.
3.
Oh, I guess 3, like 2 new ones, but 3 in total. Woot is right, Apesman. Woot is right.
route that we're going, we're gonna pass Arrowhead Stadium or not. That's like where the Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah.
And also right next to it is Kauffman Stadium. That's where the Kansas City Royals, the baseball team, plays. I want to say we are, but.
What highway is this?
This is 35 South.
I-35 South. Oh, and I'll be continuing on I-35 South?
Well, we'll be getting off on the 70.
Yeah.
The 70 West, but we'll circle back around.
Okay. Cool.
There she is.
view of the city. We did it. Made it to Kansas City.
They have a national lottery in Canada.
Yeah, well, it's not like national. They have different lotteries that I run nationwide. Super 7, 649, and they go up to like 50 million-ish.
Oh, do they?
They don't, which isn't compared to like your Powerball and stuff.
Right,
It's
yeah.
pretty small, but
Right, what, got up to almost $1 billion
Yeah.
or a couple of years back.
yeah. Kansas City, here I come. It's sung. Was that the song you were singing there?
Yeah. Kansas City, Kansas
Yeah.
City, here I come.
You really hitchhiking? Yeah, I am. Like, albeit, I think this is a loose definition because who's driving me right now, foopalord, he's actually a viewer and he picked me up. I actually hitchhiked a real ride with my thumb and everything from, well, we were in Wyoming and he drove me all the way through Nebraska to Iowa, and then foopalord came, picked me up, crashed at his place a couple nights, and then he said he'd drive me down to Kansas City, so we're counting it as a ride. It's a free ride, but it's just from a viewer. What gave you the idea to live stream this? I've always wanted to document what hitchhiking is like from my point of view. I just never knew how I wanted to do it, and I tried several things. I tried writing, I thought about like doing like post-production, like videography, but it just never happened. And then I just stumbled upon live streaming, decided to give it a shot. The nice thing about live streaming is at the end of the day when I finish and I hit end stream, that's it. I can go to bed. With like writing and stuff, I do my writing and like editing at the end of the day, and I just never had the energy for that. Sorry?
Oh, no, just the construction again, the route I'm supposed to take is closed. So
Yeah.
it's always the case here in Kansas City.
How did the presentation go? It went really well. Yeah, I did a presentation at foopalord's work the other day, just as a guest speaker, to tell them about my what I've been up to and my experiences with hitchhiking, and it seemed to go really well. You'll follow me along and document. You want to go straight for me? How long does it normally take for you to get a ride? In my 750 plus rides, I'm estimating we're in like the 20-ish minute range. Like the last day of hitchhiking, like full day where we're actually standing out there thumbing, our first ride took 2 hours, the second ride took like 10 minutes.
This is ridiculous. Are they seriously doing this? Okay.
And then the third ride took like 5 minutes. So it's very random. Like, yeah, that first ride took 2, but then the next took barely any ride at any time at all. Hey, buddy, dude, bro. Did you refer to foopalord as foopalord in your presentation? No, I avoided using his on-screen name. What a stream. Are you gonna meet up with foopalord again? I would love to. I just have to get back into the area. But I will be hitchhiking around like south and back up through the eastern seaboard, then I'll come back into the central a little bit, and I might end up going back through the area again, and if I do, I'd love to meet up with him again, as long as you want to meet up with me again.
Well, yeah, if when you're in Minneapolis and like I have days off or whatever, I'd like to meet up. Also, like I said, like I'm always traveling, so if you're in a certain location, I'm gonna be in that vicinity. I'll hang out, man.
Sure, for sure. Sounds good. Big city traffic. Come to Chicago for fun ride. As in even more big city traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a good time to be like 4 o'clock on a weekday. I guess that's what happened. I slept in. It's my fault.
Oh, this isn't bad. We're gonna be at our place in like 6 minutes.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
Hey, out of fire. We're just pulling into Kansas City, Missouri right now. Are we crossing to Kansas? How's it going though, out of fire? Guess it has to do a lot with how you look like. If you look creepy, you would never get a ride. Well, no matter what you look like, you will eventually get a ride. Someone will pick you up, but you might just have to wait longer. So yes, hitchhiking is, a lot of it is how you present yourself. So make a conscious effort to make yourself look presentable. Chicago traffic is nowhere comparable to New York City traffic. Well, I won't be able to compare to those two yet. Maybe once I go to Chicago and New York. Going good? Just got off work? Relaxing? Awesome, on fire. Go visit the bounty hunter Steven. Yeah, someone else was saying that. Apparently based out of Kansas City. Can do a bounty hunter stream? Hitchhike a ride with a bounty hunter?
With some dude in the back in cuffs.
We're crossing the river.
Yeah,
Is this?
We are now in Kansas.
Hey, we're in Kansas State. Not just Kansas City, Missouri. We're in Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong.
No?
I thought that was a river. It's split. It'll be over at the end of this bridge.
At the end of this bridge. Almost. Okay, this is a little bit of a little early on that one. But we will be in Kansas State, in Kansas City, very soon. Alright, now we're in Kansas State. That makes it 11 states. What do we got? 39 to go. Looks like a nice day there. It is a beautiful day here. How hot does your car tell you?
Oh yeah, it's 89 degrees.
89. So too warm for me as a Canadian.
So I'd be
32 or just under?
Somewhere in there.
I think 90's 32.
Okay, so yeah, so then
31 or, yeah. Hours to do 10 kilometers? That's outrageous.
Are you talking about Chicago traffic?
Either Chicago or New York, because people were talking about how bad Chicago was, and someone else said that it's even worse in New York, and I believe it. In LA, it took me about 3 hours to transit 30 miles. Are you going towards Colorado or over east? I'm going south through Kansas, or southwest through like Wichita is the next location, I think. But no guarantees. I change my mind all the time. Just like an hour and a half ago, I was going to go through St. Louis, but now I'm going to Wichita. We don't make plans. We just do things. But I was just in Colorado like 5 days ago. hitchhiked a ride on an airplane in Colorado. Thank you, Peter. We met Peter's friend today. Another pilot, small world. I tried to hitchhike another ride on an airplane out of Des Moines, Iowa, but there wasn't much going on at the airport. But I met these really nice guys, and they actually knew the guy that gave me the flight out of Boulder, Colorado. You ever coming east towards Pennsylvania? Yes, I will be. I will be. I'm going south, kind of to the southern U.S. again, and then east to the eastern seaboard, up the eastern seaboard, but I'll be going to the northeast, and that will include Pennsylvania.
There's no shade over there. I'll just go to this gas station here.
Half of my heart.
Oof, that was rough. Shade.
You getting gas here? Just parked.
No, I was just getting shade, actually. There we go. Alright, so, let's see, where are we here?
Navigation time.
Alright, so then there's the 635 that's coming up, like we're right there. Here's a 635 which goes down to the 35 there, so.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, 65, 35. And then I saw the hitchhiking spot was in Olathe, but you don't have to take me all the way out there. It's
Where was it?
Olathe?
Oh, Olathe?
Olathe,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Because that's decent way south.
I can take you down to Olathe, that's fine.
Okay.
Looks like they got some nasty traffic going down there right now.
Oh.
It's all red all down there.
Perfect.
Let's see. Oh, Olathe, there we go, okay. Let's see if I got a whisper back from,
Zane? Yeah, send him a whisper too. Should be out of school by now. That's alright. Or it's not quite Olathe. It's someone put it.
okay, yeah. Poor guy, he's gonna miss out on, seeing you. Oh well.
That's okay.
Better luck next time.
Hitchhiking America Part 2. The reunion tour.
There you go.
How often do you stream? I stream most days. This is day 30 and I've streamed 27 of those days.
So
Jake.
what was the exit that you needed me to drop you off?
So it's that green thing there, which is West 119th.
Oh, okay, so it's between Overland Park.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Let me, oh my god, look at that.
Joe's
Joe's
Kansas. Okay, now we have to go.
Well, I guess we know the spot to hit up now. Okay, so that's gonna be my marker.
Yeah.
How ironic. That is amazing.
Well, yeah, someone from chat said I had to go to Joe's Barbecue.
Yeah.
And the spot I'm going to try and hitchhike southwest out of Kansas City is
27 minutes, not
like
bad.
right next to Joe's Barbecue. I'm guessing it's a chain. If that's a one-off place, then that's the chances of that are just...
Right. Yeah, because I think the original Joe's would be like in Kansas City proper.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, don't sign me. Oh, come on, man. Fast food places, they, like McDonald's and stuff, you sign into one Wi-Fi, like you go anywhere in the country, it'll sign. Well, Jack in the Box just signs
Kicks you on, yeah. JKK and Narsil, thanks for following the channel. Joe's is so good. Maybe I'll have to do a quick little pit stop. A little bit of barbecue. Do 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 do. And then, yeah, if I get dropped off there, I might grab a quick barbecue, but then I'll be hitchhiking again towards Wichita.
All right.
We're good?
Onward and upward.
Beauty.
Actually, let me turn my... Come on, you. Alright. And, of course, anytime you need it to work, it won't. When you don't need it, oh, come on, you jerk. Really? Don't do this to me. Okay, screw it. I don't. These J3s, they just like the.
Oh, the
so
thing
wonky.
that does, yeah.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
Did you say you're going to Overland Park? Did we say that?
Yeah, we're going through. We're kind of going the way the Google Maps is routing us. It's
Okay.
a little bit around, but yeah.
Kind of.
Between Olathe and Overland Park.
Yeah. Kind of. Is there something in Overland Park notable?
After Jack in the Box. Look, she says Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box.
Where are we at for battery? It's not doing too good.
Losing power.
Yeah, down to 63%. Well on charge. We are on charge. Yeah, we are. That's annoying. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just closes my chat on the screen and I won't be able to read any messages, and the only way I can reset it is to reset the stream. So
Oh, man.
I'm resetting the stream because I can't read chat. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.